for the honor of Grayskull. I am She-Ra!
Hey everybody, this is Review Revolution back at you again with part 2 of the Masters of the Universe Classics She-Ra. Sorry about how long this is going, but there is a lot to talk about the Princess of Power. As you can see, I did go ahead and swap out her head, and there was just no way that I was going to get this head swapped out on camera. There's just no way. A couple of the big issues that I have seems to be that the hole that the peg pops onto is a little tight. So getting it on there is a bit of a struggle. You really do have to push down pretty hard and pretty forcefully to get that to go in. Once in there, it just seems to me that the peg is probably a little long because it is a very loose head. It's not a bobblehead per se, it's just very, very loose. So bobblehead is not quite, the right word to use. It's just very, very loose. Another thing that doesn't help in changing out the heads is the removable cape. Unlike most Matty figures, if they do have a cape, it's usually affixed to their back or onto the shoulders. Here, this is just a collar that she wears. And if they want to make it removable, I would have said that some sort of clip that would have gone around the neck probably would have been a better idea. But overall, because I can't really see a reason for posing her without the cape, I would have said just to fix it to the rest of the body. Go ahead and put it on there. Why not? It doesn't make sense to me not to. Excuse me. So I guess at least the head may be loose, but it does actually mean that you do get a fair amount of articulation out of the head. So as far as if you pose it, if you find a pose you like and leave it, it's not going to bother you a whole lot. But as soon as you pick it up and start to mess with it, yeah, you're gonna remember. Oh yeah, this is the loose head. The rest of the articulation is pretty standard. The shoulders go out, twist at the bicep, elbow, and wrist. There is a twist at the thigh, which I'm not going to force too much. The legs come apart a bit. I wonder if they're going to do a swift wind, and if they do, what they're going to do to try and address the issue with her skirt, because I can't really see her sitting on the horse very well as such. So whether or not they do her steed, if they do swift wind, that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. So the legs do come in and out a bit, just like the Supergirl that I recently did a video of. See, I was thinking ahead. There is kind of a ball joint that the legs actually plug into, which gives it a twist. Bend at the knee. Sculpt on the boot is nice. Just twist of the boot. Nice sculpt at the top of the boot. And then on the foot. So very, very nice. The colors, beautiful colors. The white is nice. It's clean. The burnt gold definitely carries on the style and the appearance of the Filmation She-Ra. Other than the fact she needs to be slimmed down, I'll bring that one more time. She needs to be slimmed down. The neck issue needs to be really looked at again. It needs to be addressed a little bit more. And then affixing the cape to the back of the figure, actually putting it on the back, because it does move around a lot, and that gets in the way whenever you're trying to push the head down to snap it in place. Other than those three things, I would say that She-Ra actually is a really nice figure. I'd say she's actually pretty good. The issues that she has are big ones, but as I said, for having on display, if you can find a pose that you like, yeah, this is certainly one you want to pick up. She's sold out now. Matty has said that they're going to be bringing her back. I'd say get her when you can. In the way of her accessories, she does come with her shield. Well, actually, first, she comes with her sword, which, if you saw my Dora review, I'm not a huge fan of the sword. It just looks very cheap. It doesn't look like there's any sculpt on the sides or where the sword meets the handle. So it really looks pretty bad, and it looks, and I can understand it being smaller, but it really should have been the Sword of Power He-Man sword, retooled and scaled down. Instead, we get this, which is more like the Filmation sword, but it completely contradicts itself. Unlike Adora, and this kind of surprised me, considering the cape is not affixed, there is no place for her sword to slide in. I would have thought that with a loose cape, it might have been nice to have a place inside the cape that the sword would have actually fit. Not so. I'm also noticing that that's happening pretty regularly with these new Master Universe figures, is they don't really seem to give, like Merman, any kind of retooling for them to kind of hold their weapons. Merman had it, Triclops had it, Skeletor and He-Man have it, but haven't seen that brought back. I haven't seen that worked back into the designs. Again, Four Horsemen, this would be something good. I did notice it looks like there's a little bit of an overpaint around her bracelet. I just noticed it. It's such a minor thing. I don't know if you pick up on it, but I did see that you can see where it is. The line is a little bit high. So that's a little disappointing. But that just caught my eye. As we all know, She-Ra's sword can change into other weapons and always has the crystal in it. So we have the sword to shield, which snaps on. And I actually do like the design on the clips for this shield. I hope we see that more with future shields. I don't really care for He-Man's. I see too many stress marks coming up. Finally, in the way of accessories, as a tribute to the 80s She-Ra, there is a battle axe with the blade, and then teeth on the other, very much like the comb that they included for kind of the Barbie style hair, the corn silk hair. I would accept this as being a battle axe as it's labeled if they would have put the stone in the handle. Then I would have agreed that this would have been a weapon. Otherwise, it's just a nifty little kind of tribute to the old She-Ra. So not really much of an axe. She doesn't really hold it real well, but again, just something to something for 30-somethings like myself who happen to remember. Taking a look, that's She-Ra. Thank you for sitting with me through these two videos. I'm going to go ahead and fade out to a few shots of her with Dora, get a look at her with her brother, and even one with her 2000X Comic-Con exclusive version. So I certainly thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
The truth of love will